lifetime. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off the bye week, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Utah Utes offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. They recruit against each other. They live next door to each other in the case of the fans, and that's why this is an intense rivalry.
Intense, and it doesn't matter. They've been in the same conference. They haven't been in the same conference. They've been independent. They've been all over the place with this, but you know what it is? It's a game that matters every single year to both these universities.
You're right, David. They always just seem to find each other, right, on the collision course. And BYU-Utah, to me, is one of the most physical games in all of college football every single year, and you know this one's not going to be any different.
They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the tailback. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Utah has been wielding bragging rights after blowing out the Cougars the last time they met.
Yeah, last year was Utah making the big plays offensively. Defensively, they put the clamps down, David. Can they put a complete game together again?
And BYU making the mistakes. They don't usually make mistakes. Now, in a big rivalry game, can they be more physical and go meet that Utah challenge?
And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they fires the pass, intercepted. Touchdown, Cougars! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick? The first possession, nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year. The state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football.
And I love what Reese said, too, though. They've changed conferences. They've been independent. Whatever it takes, they want to play each other because they want the bragging rights in the state of Utah because it means a heck of a lot.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, and nowhere to run.
Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, it's a reverse. Finds a crease at the 20. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll try it over the left side. Headed to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. Running to the left. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. The Utes want to move quickly. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. 1st down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Using the quick game. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you're going to fly upfield every single play. We'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Caught in the backfield. It's Boykin. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Utah Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll test the right side. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Handoff to the fullback. And the Utes will have a first down.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
The toss sweep to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll go right back to him. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll run play action. Unleashes one. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Now sliding to his left. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it would be very successful.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He looks that one in nicely. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
Off play action on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. On second down, wants to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fullback's got it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field. But nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. On a little time, lets it go. The Utes will keep this drive going. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Utes will hustle to the line. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Utes will go for it here on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. Tackle is made after the first down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had it back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, the best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
With the catch, it's Boykin. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes to the right. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, BYU!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Fires on the move. Finds a man in the middle. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They're bringing heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to...
Going for it all. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, between the coaches who have matched wits in this game and the players and the unforgettable moments, BYU-Utah is must-see TV, and today is no different. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half. Oh, look out! He's inside the 40. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Cougars want to crank the tempo. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. Snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Off play action. Finds the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, on that 3rd down play, I think the quarterback's got to do a little bit of better job really selling pass. I think he kind of hurried it up too fast, got the ball to the running back. He didn't fool anybody. Back got tackled for loss. Now it's 4th.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the catch. He's got enough. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And that pass is intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. So offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Snags a quick pass on the left.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Grabs behind the line. It's Boykin. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Power football with the run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, give on the inside. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They want to throw it. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes.
Long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Man, this quarterback is going to need a nice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
A huge thank you in order right there. That returner is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and found it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
It's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They are getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They run the reverse. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Utes are marching down the field. They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll go right back to the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Give to the running back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Yeah, not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone, a pickup of 5 to the 20.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives.
Got enough space, and you race it to the house. Touchdown, Utes! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4 and 1. And Utah is starting to assert itself and seize command of this rivalry by building a big lead.
And the Utes are always ready. This is the team that you can always depend on. Rivalry game, week in, week out. They're built, they know who they are, they're disciplined, they're tough, and that's why they're winning this football game.
And I feel like Utah is also one of those teams that's just ready to pounce, right? They're ready for you to make a mistake, and then they take advantage of it, and that's what they've been able to do in this game. They came in with a good game plan, and they are executing.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Floating away. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. The play-action fake. Going to try to get it himself. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch past the sticks. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got room at the 35. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. The Utes want to pick up the tempo.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
With a big opportunity in the red zone.
To the air on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Touchdown, Utah! And the route is on. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Moves away as he feels pressure. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw it again. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Cougars.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Snap in the shotgun. Feeling some heat. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And it's so many times these don't work. You practice them all week long. Nobody jump off sides. Make sure you stay on sides. Get down there as quick as you can. Hit the first person in front of you. Try to get a lucky bounce.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Line getting set on 2nd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Utes! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the returner is stopped. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He wants to throw. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll give it to the back. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Lining up to convert 3rd down. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge...